Hello, and welcome to an Earthling Publications unboxing, which contains one of my favorite reads of the year, and one that you can still purchase, believe it or not. This is Sarafina by Philip Fracassi. Now, I had the honor of being able to read a advanced reader copy of this, thanks to Paul Miller at Earthling Publications. So thank you very much once again, Paul, for that honor. And I did a full book review on the channel. But man, I still couldn't wait to get my hands on this edition right here. This is the hardcover edition, the limited edition, as of right now, the only edition. Although yesterday, Philip Fracassi did announce that he had teamed up with, was it Crave Horror? To do a trade edition of Sarafina. Now, it won't be published until 2026, so you will have to wait at least a year and a half, I would say. Got a little scuzz on the jacket there, but that should clean right off. This is Chris Nurse's incredible full-color artwork. Really love it with the spread here, front and back. And I know Chris Nurse does have some interior artwork as well that I'm looking forward to diving in there. So if you want to read Sarafina before 2026, this Earthling edition is the way to go. I mean, by all means, you can wait till 2026. I mean, it will be worth the wait, but hey, might as well get one of the limited copies, one of 750 before they sell out, because this will be a hot item on the secondary market, just like every other Fracassi edition has been. This is actually the most copies a Fracassi title has gotten through Earthling. I believe Boys in the Valley was 500, and Gothic was like 215. So like you combine both of those, you still don't have as many as Sarafina here. Now this is 750 copies plus 15 lettered copies signed by Fracassi and Nick Cutter. Which, by the way, I had said in the ARC review that I was hoping that this might be a sign that Nick Cutter might receive a small press treatment, and Paul hinted at, well, we'll see what happens. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And in the time since that occurred, they being Paul Miller, has announced that Nick Cutter, also known as Craig Davidson, is getting the small press treatment with the Modern Classics series. And through that Modern Classics series, Little Heaven is getting its own edition. Now, I have not read Little Heaven. I believe that was one of the books that I had picked up when I met Craig Davidson, Nick Cutter, at a Fracassi reading up in Toronto. I'll have to confirm if that was one or not. I know I picked up a couple of Cutter's books. I thought I had picked up most, if not all of them. So I'll have to check that out and, give a Little Heaven a read, because I have not read that one yet. It's being announced two Modern Classics. Little Heaven by Nick Cutter is the first one, and then Come With Me by Ronald Malfi is the second one, and that is going to kick ass. Only downside is that I don't have the rights anymore that came with Inspection by Josh Malerman. Malerman was the most recent Modern Classic, and that was like 2 years ago? But that was a really nice edition. It was like a nice leather binding. I actually did a unboxing and a book review on my channel of their Modern Classic version of Inspection. Very nice edition. It just happened to be that when I actually read the book, I was like, it wasn't really for me. So I unfortunately did not keep the novel. But anyways, I need to check out Little Heaven and Come With Me. There are two things that consistency-wise, that are going to bug the hell out of me. And these are not complaints by any means. These are first world problems through and through. The first being, one, Chris Nurse did knock it out of the park with this artwork. But from my OCD point of view, it really bugs me that Glenn Chadbourne did not do the artwork for this one. And that's not disparaging Chris Nurse. Chris Nurse did a kick-ass job. Like I said, I love Chris Nurse's artwork. But, having Boys in the Valley and having Gothic both be Glenn Chadbourne, and now switching it up and having Chris Nurse, it bugs me. I mean, I'm glad that Chris Nurse did the artwork. Like I said, it's kick-ass artwork. But, man, I would love to have, same artist. But that's because Glenn Chadbourne was busy doing Little Heaven. So how about that? So that was complaint number 1. Which is, like I said, a first world problem complaint, not an actual complaint. The second complaint, which is also a first world problem complaint, is that I would love to have a consistent collection of Ronald Malfi titles. And I really love the Graveyard editions Cemetery Dance had been doing. It's been a while since they've done one. Insert your Cemetery Dance jokes now. And now with Come With Me doing this, I'm like, well, now I'm torn because I want, the consistency. And then it's hard because there are really no authors out there who have consistency across all of their editions. I mean, it's not going to happen. The closest thing you're going to get is like something like the Hannibal Lecter series through Suntup, Harris's Lecter series, but that's because it's 4 titles and it's much easier to do it that way. So now, are you going to do modern classics, all the Malfi titles? I would be fine with that. My wallet wouldn't be, but I would be fine with that. Like I said, it's a first world problem. It's not a real complaint. But anyways, I have now spent, I think, 6 minutes of the 6.5-minute video not actually talking about Sarafina itself. So I apologize for that. But I did do a full book review on my channel. Link in the description below if you want to check that out. Sarafina is one hell of a read. It is a Civil War novel. Well, I should say it takes place in Civil War. It's not really a Civil War novel, but the setting is a Civil War. About a trio of brothers who decide to go AWOL to save themselves the horrific fate of the war and stumble upon the farmhouse of one Sarafina. And it's a strange farmhouse, and things get continuously more cosmically weird and horrific as each page goes on. It is one hell of a read. If you haven't read any Philip Fracassi, you really need to. And what better trio than the 3 that Paul Miller has put out through Earthling: Boys in the Valley, Gothic, and Sarafina. The first 2 are long sold out and fetch a large premium on the secondary market. But Sarafina is still right now available through Earthling Publications. Like I said, the trade edition will be coming out in 2026. But hey, save yourself some time and just read it now. A nice hardcover edition. I don't know that Crave Horror is going to do a hardcover edition. I'm not as familiar with them. They might just go right to trade paperback. So you might not be able to get another chance of getting a hardcover edition than this one right here. And you can't go any better than Earthling. I mean, it's a nice, affordable, cloth-bound hardcover. I mean, it will serve you well. So anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please consider picking up Sarafina by Philip Fracassi. Check out Earthling Publications. They do an incredible job. They have a lot of great titles that are still available. Family by Ian Rogers just came out last month. An incredible read. Night of the Long Knives by Tyler Jones comes out very soon. I have not read that one. I wish I could, but there weren't ARCs available. That one is likely to kick ass as well. I also have another Tyler Jones unboxing tomorrow. So if you want to see more Tyler Jones, subscribe to the channel here and come back tomorrow. So anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Check out Earthling Publications, and we'll see you around next time.